So if you have no money, how do you make money? And if you have money, how do you preserve it and make more? Right? Everybody want to make more money, no matter where they are. It's a kind of a survival. So these people are looking for survival. These people are looking for prosperity, if you will, right? So the ideal scenario is to find a way to save or to make money. And if you have no money, you tell somebody about this and you get paid for it. Would you agree, yes or no? Yes. And when you have money, you apply ways to reduce your expenses, ways to make more money, and then the multiplier is phenomenal. For instance, think in Chicago here, in Illinois. I live in California, so it's very similar in terms of we have federal tax and we have state tax. Am I right? So you get killed in taxes, especially as soon as you hit like 150,000. Actually, as soon as you hit 100,000 in income, you start fantasizing expenses to reduce your net so you pay less taxes. Am I right? So here is what people actually do. In general, people have income and then they go to a qualified accountant, CPA, tax attorney that means well, and they say, listen, how can I reduce my taxes? And they start listing all the possible expenses they can take by law to actually have less net so they can pay less what? Taxes. The problem with this scenario is twofold. Can you guess what the problem is? Okay, there's one, you may be cheating, right? I wouldn't say cheating, I would say exaggerating the expenses. All right? Very good, you hit it right on the head. So you got two problems, you just said them. One, IRS may look at this and say, wait a minute, come back here. What do you mean you have a business and you just spend so much on this, so much on that, and so much on this? Is this ordinary and necessary? Is this reasonable? So think about it as reasonable, ordinary, and necessary. Think of Ron. Name Ron. Reasonable, ordinary, and necessary. What do you mean you have a business and you give consulting for whatever, and you had entertainment belly dancing for $200? How is that related to your business? And you're like, well, as the lady was moving her hips, people were cooperating, and you can't, what are you going to tell them? So it kind of makes you not sleep well at night, right? The number two problem is with the banks. Now you go, the following year, you go to the bank and you say, look, I got a business and I would like to borrow some money because everybody in business would like more money to grow the business. Make sense? How many people can do better if you have more capital? Okay, good. That's the next session. I'll show you how to build money from nothing, like from an idea. And I'll show you how you can implement it and you be the judge, right? How you can do it even if you're bankrupt. Any bankrupt people here? Okay, no problem. No problem. That's all right. It's not the end of the world. Actually, bankruptcy could actually be a new beginning for you. I'll show you how to build credit outside your name, etc. in the next segment. But for now, you go to the bank and you tell the bank, look, I got a business and I'm making good money. Can you give me credit lines? And the banker says, wonderful. Show me your last 2 years of income taxes. And what do you say? You know the numbers. I had to pad the expenses. And what does the bank say? Wait a minute. You're a liar. I can give you a federal application to apply for a loan if you tell me that these expenses are not true. And since you can say that to the banker, you're going to tell the banker, you know how it is. I'm just putting some expenses for me, like the car lease and the stuff. And then the banker says, well, okay, I understand a couple expenses, but still, this is not enough for me to give you that 100,000 credit line or 50,000 you need. I can only give you 10,000, or I can only give you 5 based on this number. So the solution is to actually find ways to reduce your taxes, but transfer the money to another entity where you can actually show the taxes. Look, I paid less in taxes because I had less net, but the money went over here and I'm still in control of the money. So the bank is happy, IRS blesses it, and you're actually moving forward.